Hey guys, RC here. This is my journeyman save, but I'm actually doing this recording for my Help a Yank series. So I've mentioned several times in both saves that they do cross up somewhat because I'm trying to get the same questions answered. Just with the journeyman, I'm trying to do it at a little bit faster pace to allow me to play a little bit and, get a little bit of actual game time a little quicker than the Help a Yank series is designed to go. So what I'm looking for in this one, we've reached the end of the season, and I'm looking for advice on how to move from that first off season into your second season, because I'm guessing that subsequent seasons are pretty much handled the same way. So what I've been doing at this point, I'm going to delete these. All right, so basically I've got my scouts out on assignment, and, you know, they're scouting England, a lot of players, Sky Bet Championship, League 1, League 2, so the ones right above us, and I'm going to restart these actually. Go ahead and do the Premier Division as well. I think that's right. Okay. Some of the cups, the scout said, "Hey, we should scout that too." Most of these are players, specific players that have come up at various points in time. So if I look at my scouting list, I've scouted 330 players. So this entire video in the help that I'm looking for is specifically going to be tailored to scouting, building up my scouting list, and then how to actually search for players. Because if we look at the calendar right now, the transfer window just opened. I can go back to May. So the transfer window opened on May on the 2nd. Actually, that's today. Well, so we are on June 2nd. The transfer window just opened. No, actually, that is... Okay, I don't know. I can't figure out. This is May. Literally, it just said the transfer window opened, so this I don't think is May. Whatever. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so June 2nd, that's today. Transfer window opens. June 26th is the beginning of preseason. So I have had a couple of items happen. Let's see. Well, these have not. Why is that? Oh, Ponticelli was a lone player. That's too bad. All right, so anyway, these are what's happened. We've lost several of our players to their transfers or their loan status disappearing. So Che Tilt is gone. Ross, the keeper, is gone. Everybody else is still in place. I have brought in 2 additional tactics. These are both in the 4-3-3 defensive mid setup, just with different tactics set up, but the same players can basically play them. And then I still have the 4-3-3 that I had designed from last season. If we take a look at our depth chart, well, let's look at overview. So I only have 2 defensive mids. So again, what I'm looking at is help me understand what I should be looking at this point of the season, or since the season ended previously. So right now it looks like I need defensive midfielders. I do have 2 tactics that are going to require wingers. If I only have 3, that means I've got 2 starters and a backup. So I probably need advanced mid. I need probably a left and a right. And I would probably like to upgrade my striker position. I've got 8 center backs, so I'm good there. And I would probably like another defensive left and another defensive right back. And then at the top of my list, I need a goalkeeper. Now, if we go to here, see, he will not re-sign with me, I don't think. Yeah, so he's not gonna return. So I'm not gonna have any keepers outside of Keith Shinton, and he's certainly not ready to play at 16. So I certainly am going to probably need 2 goalkeepers. The other thing that we have done is we have signed an affiliate with Fleetwood for loan players. So that's kind of how do I go about getting loan players, asking for loan players. Let's see, transfers, squads, team report. Okay, so these guys are loaned out. So I don't know at what point I can try to get loans from this team. I don't know if we have to wait for the season to start. So that's the next question. So how do I work with my affiliate to get the best players in that I can? Because that saves me money. Also looking at finances. We have no transfer budget, and we've got about $130 a week to spend. So we have no money to bring in new players. I was unable to move anybody. And if we take a look at contract information, now we should have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got about $880 falling off. And I don't think any of these guys are worth losing a lot of sleep over. Both of those new positions require roaming playmakers, and honestly it looks like nobody can play that position. So I'm going to probably have to just tweak that out. Also, just on the down low, I got a job interview with Chester. I applied for the job. If we look at staff, so the Chester job is open. They're in the Vanarama National, so it's one step up. They are very low in that table, 21st, which is the last non-relegated. Taking a look. Yeah, so they were actually in relegation, but made it out. I don't know. Maybe they are going to get relegated. The big difference is they are professional. They'll have some money. So okay, I guess they were relegated. I missed that. Oh, that is disappointing. All right, so we are relegated. Key player, striker. All right, well, so that's something to consider too. All right, back to back to business at hand because I still need to flesh out this team. So if I'm looking at my reports, are there particular screens I should be looking at? Should I be, what should I be kind of paying attention to? I'm going to kind of stay, let's look at here first. All right, Ponticelli's going to be gone. All right, so if I do that, I'm going to need at least 3 strikers, at least. And then I should be good in the mid. Where is all right, hide. All right, hide loans. Trials. Hide expiring contracts. Okay. All right, so McDonald, okay, that's the guy that I brought up. So he's going to be able to play one of those, but I'm going to need at least 2 more strikers, if not 3. Midfield, I think, is pretty set. Chambers, Druxbury, Hutchinson, Keane. All right, so I'm going to probably need another defensive left and right. Probably somebody that can play both. And probably another defensive center plus 2 keepers. Then if I look at this formation, then I only need 1 striker. I need I need 2 mid lefts, right? Midfield will be fine. Now Keane, I'll probably need a defensive mid, 2 keepers, and probably a center back and another defensive left right. So the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to need the same positions. The only thing I won't need here is the, let's see. Yes, and I will need all right, so that kind of at least, I guess that gives me an idea of what I need. Now the problem is with the finances, how do I get that? I may have $800 and something. Now, the club is semi-professional, so my guess is I'm going to have to do a lot of trials and non-contracts where players could get taken away from me at any time. That's what I am thinking. So let me know if that's right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go stop the recording here. I'm going to kind of progress and look through my stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and put this video up. It'll be a very short video because it's very, it's one question basically. Scouting, well, 2 questions. How do I do my scouting to add as many players into this scouted list as possible? And then how do you suggest I go about culling this list to find the best players for my team without having to go through, a whole ton. Now keep in mind, I've got 330 players found. That's after a whole season. So I just finished the first season here. So am I way under on players? Am I way over on players? Is that about where you would expect to be? And if it's not enough, then how do I've got the assignments done. How do I add more? Because I know typically you don't want to add to the list unless they're players that your scouts have found. So let's look at those assignments again. Am I looking at the wrong places? They're scouting England. And some of the cups. I thought I had... Oh, that's why. In this save, I can only scout England, and I cannot scout regions. So that's why you don't have Scotland or Wales or anywhere else. So we're only scouting England. So I wanted you to know that too. So yeah, so what do I do here to maximize this? That's question one. Question two is, how do I actually now take this and sort it in the best fashion to find the players that I need for my team? And then in the case of my financial situation, I know what I can do is I can basically come into these guys and I can say, okay, find expired, and I can take, say, I could take all these guys down, say, through the 3-star, and I can offer them a trial. Maybe I can't do, offer a trial for 1 month. Now, should I ask all these other guys too, or should I wait until these answers come in and then kind of get picky about who I'm looking at? So that's question two. And then question three is just, what else do I need to do here in the off season as far as it comes to putting my team together? Because now I'm losing players. I am dealing with a semi-professional club where I don't have money, really don't have contracts. So, you know, all that's going to be very different from the normal, hey, here's 30 million, hey, here's 60 million for a player, and doing transfers in the transfer window. So I guess that's 3 questions kind of all in one, dealing with the same thing. So appreciate you guys taking a look at this. Definitely will appreciate any feedback in the comments to kind of point me in the right direction. And you guys have a great day. We will talk to you later. Take care. Bye now.